Once upon a time, there was a young man who worked in a factory. He was guided by an old engineer who always told him, "Speak less, do more, and never stop honing your skills." 10 years passed. The mentor retired, and the young man became a skilled technician. However, despite his hard work, patience, and diligence, he felt a heavy weight in his heart. Co-workers with less experience were promoted time and time again, while he remained in the same position. One day, he visited his old mentor and poured out his frustrations. The mentor smiled gently and asked, "Are you sure the factory couldn't run without you?" The young man nodded confidently, unaware that he was about to learn a lesson that would change his life. The old man paced back and forth, then whispered, "Take a day off, for any reason. It's time for you to let yourself disappear." The advice sounded odd, but the more the young man thought about it, the more it made sense. The next day, he stayed home. The factory quickly fell into chaos without him. When he returned, the manager immediately called him in, praised his contribution, and promoted him. For the first time, he felt his value was recognized. Excited, he believed he had finally discovered the secret to success. From that point on, whenever he felt overlooked, he repeated the same trick, taking a day off so people would miss him. And each time, things indeed turned out in his favor. Months went by until one morning, the young man was stopped at the factory gates. To his shock, he had been fired. Devastated, he rushed to his mentor for answers. The old man sighed and said, "You only heard half of the lesson." He explained, "A light bulb that is always on rarely gets noticed. It's only when it goes off that people realize its value. But if that light bulb keeps going off again and again, sooner or later, it will be replaced." The young man froze. He had become that flickering light bulb, too eager to prove his worth, but in the process, he lost his reliability. True success was never about creating constant drama. It was about being both valuable and dependable. The mentor continued, "In work and in life, don't let yourself be taken for granted, but don't make absence your habit either. Balance is everything. Work hard, rest wisely, but never lose people's trust." He added, "Think of your friends, your family, those who are always by your side. Don't wait until they're gone to realize their importance. Appreciate them now." The young man stood silently, filled with regret, but also clarity. He understood at last. Success isn't about forcing recognition. It's about staying consistent, being grateful, and building trust. That is the true secret to success.